Finally! It has happened! People have requested for me to do a Naruto game for a very long time. But before we get into that, it's time for a little preface. I appreciate Naruto. I've watched a crap ton of the anime, and while my interests have waned a bit over the year, to be honest, I still like the franchise. Nobody better leave me a comment for this video accusing me of not liking Naruto, or I'll send Akamaru, no, wait, Tauntaun, to take a nice squiggly pig shit right in your face. Okay then, moving on. It's kind of interesting to see where this title came from. Traditionally, back when CyberConnect 2, the developers of Ultimate Ninja Storm were making Naruto games for the PlayStation 2 under the Ultimate Ninja line, I would have considered its rival to be the Clash of the Ninja series by Eighting and Tomy on the Nintendo GameCube. Both were similar in that they were semi-casual fighting games, and yet each had their own unique approaches. Ultimate Ninja in particular had a very Smash Brothers-like approach with its engine and stage layouts. While I believe the Ultimate Ninja series had some good games in it and even more potential, Ultimate Ninja Storm is now a very different kind of game. The Clash of the Ninja series is still going strong on the Nintendo Wii. Looks and all, they're still pretty much the same thing. What's interesting though is French developer Ubisoft Montreal's contribution to the series with Rise of a Ninja on the Xbox 360. Essentially taking a more Americanized approach, Rise of a Ninja is an action-adventure game that switches into a more traditional fighting game for the battles. It wasn't perfect, but it was good. The balance between exploration and fighting sufficed, and the battle system was a hell of a lot of fun. It was also the first Naruto game to include an online mode to fight your friends. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm is similar in that the entire Konoha village has been recreated in 3D, and as Naruto, you're tasked with jumping up and down buildings, all for the sake of collecting things. You're given a double jump and a few special moves to help you out. You run around, search for missions by talking to townsfolk, eat ramen, and so on. It feels as if Naruto Rise of the Ninja was definitely a direct inspiration for this game. It's like the developers observed it, studied it, and then decided to make the very same thing, except to potentially make it better. Everything that has to do with adventuring and exploration in Ultimate Ninja Storm is, at worst, kind of shitty, and at best, tolerably average. Running around at first seems kind of cool, but it gets mundane very quickly. The camera controls very slowly, which becomes a pain in the ass when you're trying to dodge between and around buildings at quick speed. You don't really do much in the adventure mode besides collect useless shit, spending 15 minutes between missions wrestling with the camera to make your way on top of a building, all for the sake of collecting bajillions of colorful scrolls to be used as currency gets as old as quickly as Rock Lee can spin kick you into the stratosphere. None of it is really fun, and while it's mostly skippable, you still have to do it if you ever want to collect all of the different styles of attacks for all the different characters. I must mention too, you never even get to leave the village in adventure mode. Rise of a Ninja had you traveling through forests and various other well-designed areas. Ultimate Ninja Storm, however, has you reach each destination by pausing the game and selecting it from a menu. It's not awful, but it's far from exciting. The fighting is a mixed bag. Combat is in full 3D and you aren't hooked to any sort of axis. It's inspired by the Ultimate Ninja series, but it definitely is different. There's a lot more button mashing now. A good deal of the strategy is gone. The combat is definitely playable though, and there are some alternate objectives in the story battles to help extend the length of the game. I suppose my biggest problem is that there's just a lot of missed potential. There's not enough concentration on the fighting. The adventuring and mini-games and other bullshit just get in the way. The game tries to be a jack of all trades and sadly feels half-assed about 80% of the time. The game just can't figure out what it wants to be. While a versus mode does exist, there's no online battle mode to be found, which is disgraceful. It could have made this title a must-own to at least some degree. With a gameplay engine that's just a little more fine-tuned and the ability to beat the ever-living hell out of your friends online, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm would have still turned out awesome. As it is though, it's merely average. It's a game that I'll play if it's ever sitting in front of me, already in my system, but it is absolutely not even close to being worth hunting down and paying for in full. This Naruto game is sadly a disappointment. Probably my least favorite of all the Naruto games out there on current gen systems. I give Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm on the PlayStation 3 a 5 out of 10.